Bomb arrows to the rescue. Ha! No way! Ah! No! Oh, that assist, baby! No! Don't touch him. No! You... What did I do? That's an accident. Freaking Beetle. I got the triple collab! Oh! Ah! Oh, Dinell, go to the fire thing. It teleports us.
I want my money back.
I trusted you! Trombone. This one is trombone. Yo, I got it! Yes! Let's go! Yeah! 24 hours done. 24 hours finished.
Oh, time to beat 23 hours, 28 minutes.
Oh my god!
23 hours, 28 minutes.
We did it! Oh my god! I couldn't have done it without you guys.
What the fuck up? Holy shit!
Wait, it went through? I gave him 50 bucks. Oh. What's up, guys? Damn, I gotta shave. Look at that. Sheesh. I'm really into the song lately. Da 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 da. I don't know if anyone's here right now, but we are going to be playing. Hey, Dinell, what's up? We're gonna be playing with Triscuit, Fairy, and Jimmy, and I think one other person. How you doing, Dinell? How you doing, Nathan? How you guys doing? I'm really liking this song. I didn't put the normal song on. I'm liking this song a lot lately. What I'm not liking is the stupid game music from this game. Well, it's okay, but it's just annoying right now. I'm gonna be back soon? Okay. How you doing, cockser? Guys, look at my shirt. Oh, Canada! Check out my latest YouTube video. Oh yeah, that is a new video that just came out today. I actually forgot. Streamer versus streamer. It was me versus Lil Luxio. Watch it and enjoy it. Only if you enjoy it. If you don't watch it. Sweet home Canada. Canada? There is no song request on. Oh, ha 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 ha. Because we're going to be playing with other peeps. It's just a song I've been liking a lot lately. It's Sonoko. It's called Zotto Suru. Zotto Suru. Now it's gonna be me, Triscuit, Jimmy Boy, and Fairy, and I think one other person. It's gonna be a good amount of people. That should be cool. I should have their links somewhere. I don't know. That's the mod's job, I guess. Sad? Yeah, sorry. Oh boy. Yeah. I'm not tired. Slap in the face. I'm never tired. That's what you gotta say when you feel tired. It should be good though. Winner gets 10,000 subs, so that's pretty cool. Take a shot. I got no alcohol, bro. It'll wake me up. And nah. Honestly, a shot would make me sleepy. Oh, you know what's not here? This stuff is not here. Boom, it's back. There we go. I'll bring some on my way. Let's go. Shoot your foot. Yeah, the loser has to shoot their... Wait, do you see my foot, guys? Loser shoots their foot. Add. Sag. I'd the amp in the background. Oh, you like the amp in the background? I have a bunch, actually. I got this one, too. Let's go. Got a lot. I got those 2 amps. I got another amp there. And an amp behind that one. Yo, Dalton, what's up? Sure, what are your plans for the year? I used to have a Guitar Hero guitar years ago, but I don't have one now. That was for a real guitar. Which, you know, when I make... I gotta start saying when instead of if. When I make more money, when I make enough money to have full-time editors that pump out daily vids on YouTube channels, I'll probably make a music... I don't know if I'll make a separate music channel, but we'll be doing more music around here, too. Just music is a whole nother setup. I got 2 of those. That big one is really good. The small one is good for like small rooms. Not this one. This one kind of sucks. The one behind that one. And that one is good for bass guitar, I think. I don't remember. First I beat all the Resident Evil's original remaster and spin-offs. Then I speed them all. And then I do 72-hour stream. Jesus. That is intense. That is insanely intense. Some crazy plans. Nah, just do everything. I can't. I can't do everything. You want to see my whiteboard? I have like a billion things on this board. Here, let me show you guys. Oh, Jimmy just went live 4 minutes ago and Fairy 2 minutes ago. There you go. Golf with your friends. Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys my whiteboard. Why can't you? I'm trying to do a lot of things right now. I would love to do music more. It's just a big setup. Let's see. Sorry. I need another monitor. Okay. All right. This is all the shit I have. Okay? It's upside down, but my whiteboard hat. Hey, what's up, Bing? You see, this is how I actually look. I'm brown. I'm not white. Anyway. Information everyone in the world needed to hear. But yeah, I can't. I'm trying to do slowly and surely more stuff. Like we got Ping Pong Masters Twitch channel. We got a YouTube channel. We got a Shorts channel. We got a TikTok channel. We got a VODs channel. I'm trying to put clips on different websites to push clips out more. We got streamer clips, which I just started recently that I want to do. Where small streamers like to put YouTube clips up of people. And then the anime reaction channel, which I'm working on right now, which will come out next month probably. So slowly but surely. I miss Golf RPG. Thanks. Hey, Paragon. What's up? Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. I don't know why it said thanks for the follow twice, but I appreciate it twice. Unless 2 separate people? Oh, Zyphius. Thanks for the follow. I remember you as well. I just missed that for a second. My bad. How you doing, Timmy? All right. See you, Dino. Does your brother have Netflix? Yeah, I told him about it, Nathan. He does have Netflix. I'll tell him to check it out if I remember. You crushed my name. What? Oh, I did it right? Let's go. Wait, I did it right or wrong? Zytheus. Zytheus. That sounds so cool. It sounded cool. Right? Let's go. You got it right. How you guys doing? Today we're going to be, what are we doing today? We're actually playing golf. Wow. But people sometimes say Zith. Yeah, those are losers. I'm not a loser, so it's okay. We got some stuff. Yeah, I was hitting you up earlier, and I understand you can't do it, which is fine, but I'm trying to basically do a Mario Kart tournament. I've opened it up, so basically anyone who's a streamer can join. Like, I want to host it. It's going to be cool. And yeah. But yeah, how are you guys doing? I got promoted at my job on NoPixel. Let's go. Would you get promoted too? Yeah, how was NoPixel? Oh, I got a message. Oh, they're waiting for me. Oh. One big tourney or different skill levels? Oh, you're... Hey, Ryan, what's up? Soup. Did that one work or nah? One big tourney or different skill levels? One big tourney with 12 people, 12 streamers. Right now we have 4 streamers, 3 of which we're going to be playing with right now. Oh no, 2 streamers, 2 of which we're going to be playing with right now.
Hello there.
Yeah. Is Mario Kart Deluxe better than Wii? Welcome back, Nathan. Yes? I think so too, but I have more nostalgia with the Wii. Or even like Mario Kart on the DS. I was an intern, now I'm a part-time. Let's go. Let's go. You're gonna make your way up. You're gonna be one of the hugest no-pixel guys. And then I'll be like, yeah, I know that guy. Yeah, little Timmy. I know him. Okay. Yeah, that next video, the collab video, is gonna be... I could send a different... Oh, you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to subscribe, man. Thanks for the sub though. Arigatou gozaimasu. Wait. Give me a second, Timmy. Thank you for the sub. Oh, come on. We don't have time for Sweet Home Alabama. Thank you for the sub, Paragon. Yeah! Why'd you punch me in the face? That hurt. Thank you for the sub. Do it later. All good. All right. I hope you remember. I'm not gonna remember that. If I don't end up doing it, just message me on Discord. I'll give you back the points. Bro, why you gotta make it like that, Nathan? Could have put a cool subtitle. Come on, bro. Hello? Yo, Mac, what's up? How you doing? You were 1 away. I had to. I'm always 1 away. I always reset it to 4 out of 5. No, I'm joking. We are. I actually gotta spin the wheel. This is the first time I'm spinning the wheel, the revised wheel. So, original Wii or just Wii console? I meant just Wii console in general. Timmy. Next month's game, I'm not gonna do monthly games anymore. It's pretty much just we're chilling, you know? I accidentally left the Discord. Bruh. How you accidentally... Do you thought it was someone else's Discord? Or you just got tired of me? I drank too many energy drinks. Just shoot me a message on DM. I'll get you back on the Discord, Mac. How you doing, though? Stop drinking energy drinks, bruh. Oh, yeah, Nathan. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Let's spin the wheel. We got to do this fast, though, because they're waiting for me. I feel bad. It feels bad, man, you know? All right. Let's go over. Spin the wheel. I have to delete a YouTube video, 1 minute of silence, unban everyone, which is like 5 people. I gift 5 subs. I do jumping jacks. I stand for 10 minutes. Double spin, so whatever I get is doubled. Hot sauce. Bro, end stream would suck. Because we're about to do a collab thing right now. Wear 4 hats. I have a bunch of hats I put on. Or take a shot of alcohol. That picture thing is awesome. Oh, thanks. Yeah, there's a lot of... if you DM me on Discord, I could tell you actually... I didn't make it, where I got it from. Because there's a lot of free resources that people are very kind to give on YouTube. Don't that mean you're going to unban the people that spam the N-word? Yeah, I'm going to have to unban everyone. Oh, yeah, yeah, I'm trying to make a YouTube channel for small streamers like me and you guys. For all the small streamers out there. To, like, highlight the clips you guys have. So that's a different Discord. Just for submitting clips for a YouTube channel. So if you guys would want to do that. But I was trying to clear my pings and accidentally left. Oh. No worries, no worries. All right, let's spin. Let's make it a little more dramatic with a heartbeat. And pausing the music. What is gonna be? Who will win? Oh, I forgot to go full screen, actually. Nah. 50 jumping jacks? Alright, well, 50 jumping jacks. I really don't like exercising, but I guess we'll do that. What's up, Chris? It should be push-ups. There's a reason why it's not push-ups, okay? I wouldn't be able to do that. My bad. Will be there in a minute. I'm making them wait. But it's worth it. They can wait. Let's go full screen, yeah? Good luck on my birthday. I've been doing push-ups every day, actually, in preparation. I have a zoom out button for this. Literally for this. All right, cool. I'm stripping. Oh. 24, 25, 30. 40, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. I'm not gonna lie, my legs hurt. I didn't cut my hair. I cut my hair a while ago, but 3, 2, 1, zoom. That was bad timing. Yeah, it's a Canada shirt I got from relatives from Canada. What's my best number of push-ups? I'm doing 1 a day. I'm only up to 5 right now. 3 hours, like 1 additional every day. 3 hours, 15 minutes waiting, no pixel queue. Sheesh. I'll be lurking. We're doing Bad Decisions Wednesday. Nice. Mario Kart and Goose Goose Duck drunk. Enjoy. Thanks for popping in. I do appreciate it, guys. Thanks for the lurk. We got a bomb threat at school. That sucks. You have a 20 push-up redemption? You're crazy, bro. I had once to do exercise as redemptions. I do not regret getting rid of it. I gotta join the Discord before they get mad at me. Feels bad, man, you know? Sorry for the wait, guys.
Now is if anything, not if anything happens, if anything that seems like it would happen comes close to occurring, I'm gonna have to deal with this shit forever. And it was just
Yeah.
like such.
I don't know what they're talking about. Longest plank?
Sping.
Are we playing?
Huh?
Yeah,
I'm
we're
waiting for
playing.
you guys. How long I gotta wait?
Get the fuck up, Pong.
I'm sorry. I have to be nice to my chat. They're waiting for me to talk to them too, you know?
Oh wait, I got one more advancement in the
Get in your
story.
chat's mouth right now.
Alright, I need the story. Wait, story.
I'll be right back. I'm still here though. I had to deafen myself. Longest plank? I've done like a 2-minute plank. When I was in high school, I went to like an exercise class in the gym. Like you were able to choose the class. And I was doing pretty good when I was exercising. I did like 2.5, 3-minute plank or something. 10 squats, 20 push-ups, and planking for 30 seconds. Jesus. Swift, I'm not following you. Don't say thanks. Nathan's gonna make you exercise 24/7 if he can. You're drawing Garfield. Cool. All right, have a great one. Cypheus. Cypheus. I think I said it right. Yeah, you can have points back. I already do.
Burden for you.
Oh, I'm back.
I'll pick up the slack. Oh, welcome back. Stay gone.
Oh, okay.
Fucker.
Bye.
Dang.
What's up? What's up? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I was late, guys. Well, I wasn't really late, right?
Still a little bit.
I had to do jumping jacks on stream. I'm sorry.
This is
How many
not the
jumping jacks,
excuse I
Peng?
think it is.
50 jumping jacks, which is a lot for me.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Yeah. It's not that much.
I'm gonna find fairies in this game. Is anyone here friends with Ping on Steam?
Well, I thought you added me.
I couldn't find you. I'm not gonna lie. I like tried, and fairies like I think fairy said you're friends with him, right?
I don't know.
Then I looked and realized I wasn't.
Oh shit. Okay.
I have no friends. Okay, tell me your thingy.
All right. Let me.
You have 2 Steams as far as I can tell.
I have 2 Steams. No, I don't.
Well, there's 2 Ping Pong Masters. One is Elliot1010, and one is Ping Pong Masters.
Well, that's both me, probably. Yeah, actually. I don't know. Add both of them.
Yeah. Let's just invite both of them in the game.
Here, add a. I have Jared added. What are you guys talking about?
Sorry. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, I pressed join game.
Okay, cool. So it should probably work then. We'll give it a
I have a
sec.
push to mute on Discord. What's up, guys? I just would rather deafen, so I don't need to hear them. My longest is almost 5 minutes. Damn, you guys 5-minute. You guys do 5-minute planks. Sheesh. I'm not re-adding it, Nathan. Nope. I'll give you the points back soon, Timmy. My bad. I capped each of them. Smart. I have a glitch to bypass the time limit. Oh yeah. You should. I'm here. Hello. I joined
I'm
the.
here as well. God damn.
Bruh, I joined Jared's game, but it didn't do anything.
All right.
I'm in here with Jimmy, Nuff, and let me try
So-
to invite you.
Yeah. Do you have the option to invite someone?
Nope.
I have the option
You
to
don't?
join his game, and I clicked it, but nothing happens.
All right, everyone, sit back. Your boy's coming to save the day. 1 second. Yeah, have no fear. Your boy Jimmy's here. 1 second.
I have no fear.
Thank you.
Twitch never fixes it, and it's easy to do on infinite points.
It's a little bit,
Oh yeah, I remember you
little
telling me
laggy,
about that.
but,
Let me
Whoops,
widget
just
data
left.
right here. Gonna go to
Ping, you
gold.
might actually have to friend me. I keep searching Ping Pong Masters and nothing comes up. It says like no matches found.
Are
and
you
it's
Searching with an
really-
S or a Z?
Yeah, I was
With
about
the
to
Z.
ask. Okay, try
Okay.
Green Armor 5.
How
Okay.
many names do you have?
Only
How many aliases do you go
Oh.
by, Elliot?
many.
I mean, you go by
Uh,
Pong's mom.
I
Obviously.
do. I also go by Ping's mom, but not as well known.
I could not find Green Armor 5.
What? You spell armor the British way or the right way?
Oh god, now I'm double checking. I don't trust myself. I spelled ARMOR.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
1
Then.
second.
One moment. Sorry, guys.
Alright, thing. When you look at it in your Steam, what does your username say?
Why are you talking to me like I'm a dumbass? Damn.
Because we've been trying to add you as a friend for the last 5 minutes.
Oh, fair enough. It says Ping Pong Masters.
Great.
I think.
Bro, I have Jared here though. That's what I'm confused about.
All right, hold on. I know what to do. Let me go to friends. I can maybe look at Jared's friends, and then I can find you easily.
Yeah, he only has one, so it should be easy.
Oh
Alright,
my
you are
god.
currently online. You have 2 badges. You're level 6.
I see you. I see you. I see you.
Are you looking at
Did
my
you get
stream?
that?
I don't see you.
No.
I did. I pressed ignore.
Awesome.
Oh,
What the fuck?
I'm joking.
Oh shit! A lot's going on in my chat. All right, let me invite you. I'm gonna invite you.
I'm
create a new lobby,
joking,
everyone,
Ryan, I'm
and, Let me
joking.
read chat while I do that. But I'll invite you all.
Send you a friend request.
Just look for a Steam friend code.
Are you guys mad at me? I'm sorry.
No.
Oh, I'm not sorry then. Okay.
I'm not mad at you. I'm just impatient with everything.
Aw.
I'm not
I
bad.
want to play golf.
I'm
I've been
mad at
waiting
you.
all year for this. Shut the fuck up.
All right, let me invite everyone. I'm inviting you
Oh.
all to this game.
How about I just? Oh, I was.
I
gonna join your
accepted the
game, but you had
invitation.
option.
Oh, okay. And I'm
Alright,
gonna
there's
put collision
Tom.
mode on.
You see, I'm here. I'm waiting for Fairy. Like, how long have we gotta wait?
Oh,
Get your
sorry,
friend
I won't
code for
add
them?
you to the list of people
We
that
got it,
you
no
say
worries.
Exclamation mark friends. It comes up. with
Not
your
our fault. You're cheap.
Danelle says I'm rooting for you. Don't tell anyone. Thank you, Danelle.
Dinell left me. He said, okay, bye. And then he left me.
The fucking hoe.
I love you. Thank you, Danelle.
But you're saying his name wrong, so he still loves me.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I
Sorry,
did invite you,
Danelle.
Fairy.
No, I left and I need to rejoin it.
Anyway, prediction, guys. Drop your predictions in chat. Will I win?
You know, wow. You can mute when you talk to chat, alright? That's
Right.
pretty disrespectful, bro.
Yeah. You betrayed me. I'm sorry, everyone.
Look,
Refund points.
These
I got-
biscuits.
I got you your points back, Timmy.
Let's start this. Who's excited?
I'm really excited.
so excited.
No. Like some hype. Come on.
Yeah,
guys.
I'm super excited. I've been playing golf since I was 5 years old, and it's the best game ever.
Thank you, Ping. I can't wait to play against you.
Aw. Yeah, you're welcome.
This is gonna be great. This is gonna
Dinell,
be great.
Dinell, shut up. Yeah, hey, Ping, I'm rooting for you. You just say it to everyone? You think we think I'm you think I think you're whatever. I'm special. I'm not special.
So sad. Damn it, Danelle.
I'm kind of a god at this game. Not gonna lie. JK.
I've never played this game. Not gonna lie.
This is gonna be great. So it's kind of like golf. You need to get the ball into the hole.
Oh, really? I didn't realize. Thank you.
Yeah.
I thought we
no
were playing soccer first. I mean, football. Oops. International audience. I have to be careful.
problem. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Whoops. Football.
Yeah.
You say that, but they fucking called it soccer like 20 years ago.
Soccer is better. I know. Wait, are we doing teams?
No, it's just individual. Whoever gets the highest points.
5 minutes. I suppose I'm doing this right now. I guess we're
Oh.
opening up with the fuck. Can we
I don't-
fucking skip past this opening like?
Yeah,
What do you
I
mean?
have no clue what's
It's been
going
2
on.
fucking minutes, and
It's
we're watching
beautiful.
fucking trees.
It's beautiful. You guys are
I'm
impatient.
watching the fucking plants generate into the world. Are you kidding me right now?
That's pretty
I have no
beautiful.
clue what's I have
Look
no
at
clue
this
what's
fucking
going on.
draw distance, a whole 6 meters.
Wait, Fairy, are you in the game? Are you?
I'll
seeing
try
what I'm
to.
seeing?
I was gonna say
I'm
it to
not.
everyone, but Jimmy spilled the
Okay,
beans.
that's why. Fairy's loading in. Oh, there we go.
I hope I lose to Nathan.
Yeah, I was waiting for everyone to vote load in.
Ah, okay. I did not know what was fucking going
Cracked
on.
moves only?
Wait,
Damn
it
it.
says. Huh?
Fuck me. Okay,
Watch this.
you hit it.
Uh-huh.
And go like this.
Let's go! Let's go, baby! Let's go! Let's go! I timed that shit, bro. Get
Oh,
out of
right
here!
on
This
the
game's
fucking
too
mark.
easy. Oh.
I hate this.
Whatever.
You're kidding!
One over bar. I'm alright with it. Oh, is this your camera? Oh, this is
Oh,
your
my.
camera. Oh, shit. I mean, I'm still one over par, but
Oh
like,
wait, Fairy's not here. What's
Oh, did
happening?
Fairy drop out?
Apparently I had a network error, which is weird because my network didn't drop. My OBS did crash though.
Should we start?
Unfortunate. I think we're able to get
Uh,
back into the game.
should I not? Oh, okay. Never mind.
Oh, sorry, Jared. I think I hit you there.
You fucking better be.
Okay, now I suck. Never
It loaded, then it went back to the main menu.
Ah, that's what we need. Amateur? Fuck off. Get timed out.
mind.
You got this, Ping. You got this.
You're not in the hole
Don't-
either, okay, sir? Ah!
Okay, well, Ping, I want to show you. You can also do things like this in the game.
Wait, what just happened? What?
I just hit you.
Oh, you could hit. Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Just so you know. Just so you know. There's
Oh,
some
that
practice
was
round,
good.
though.
That was good.
There's a practice round.
It's because he's from England that he timed out. That's what I was gonna say, but then he said his OBS broke, so I think it was because of that. Crashed.
Hole in one, hole in one, hole in one. God fucking damn it.
Ugh, it's Jared.
Hey, Chad, am I cracked or what? Don't answer.
Hey, chat. How's everyone doing?
Yeah, how's everyone's day going?
Don't you hate
Other
when
than
people
girl
ask
drama.
that?
I ask it all the time because I'm curious.
You're cracked.
I care,
What are you
Ping.
always asking? Are you asking?
Aw, thank you. They're saying I'm cracked and I'm creek. I don't know what creek means.
We
Yes!
incorrect, but it's okay.
Yes!
What? It's
Yes!
you got a hole in
Okay,
one.
fuck,
I did.
enough.
Look what I got.
Oh,
Freaking
enough.
bullshit game. Oh,
You may be right. You may be just a little bit right.
oh, we're all
We got
tied.
Australian.
Wait, how about Fairy?
Else.
What's going on with
Fairy.
Fairy?
Dead in the water.
Fair. We're gonna join. Okay, Fairy. Let me know when you're all
Oh
good. to
shit!
join.
Wait, what? I thought the other flag was. I'm actually a dumbass.
Yes! Another one! We're too cracked!
Oh, I
This game.
cracked my fucking eggs right there.
My god.
Eli or Elijah, but close enough. All right. Oh, Mr. Eli person. Okay, now it makes more sense.
Right.
Oh, my chat. You're taking away my chatters, Jared!
I am partially Oh, I ratted you out. I apologize.
What is C? I'm not pressing C. Whatever you tell me is wrong.
I promise
go,
not to
Jim.
pass out this time.
Thank you. I hope not. I hope not.
Huh?
Alright, watch it.
What the?
Easy hole on. Easy hole on one. Watch this.
Bro, do you know these maps
What?
already? Do you know these
That's
maps?
bullshit!
Any of these maps, and I'm just absolutely crushing it.
Ah, this game is stupid.
Pong,
Bong, 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 bong.
pong.
No, Pog! What the fuck?
Well, I'm not.
No,
Oh, did I hit you? Oops.
Yeah. Oh
you
my
gave him a
god.
little wiggle.
I'm being told.
Ah.
I'm being told to press C. Does that do anything?
Yeah, that helps you see the whole course.
Oh, thank you, Nathan. I thought you were just trolling.
Yo, can you re-invite me?
Easy hole in one. Yeah, I think we might need to leave the game.
Yeah,
But
sounds
we can do that because this was just like a warm up anyway. This isn't like a really good map.
Yeah, I'm not winning, so I don't mind. To be honest.
All right, so let's drop out. Jimmy in the
Pong's not
future.
invested yet.
Okay,
Triscuit
someone-
ratted me out. Damn, Jimmy from the future, you must sabotage Jared. I won't do that.
Cause you troll a lot, Nathan. But thank you. I appreciate it.
Because everything immediately died very quickly.
Wait, did everyone leave?
No?
Oh.
What the fuck
Fairy-
did I think was gonna happen?
All right, Fairy, you're live. You're live.
Awesome. Oh,
All right, I think we have to leave if we want Fairy to join the game with us. So let's leave and do a new lobby, because this game's stupid and won't let you just join.
Fine, I'll retire.
Yeah, you gotta retire.
So
That's-
you're saying like Danelle's wishing you luck. Danelle ain't wishing me no luck.
Danelle, wish me luck. I feel so happy.
This is clear bias.
Yo, Jimmy.
Okay. I
Yeah.
didn't say invitation accepted. I have colours.
Jimmy.
My name's there. Please don't
Sorry.
die. If it dies, I'm just gonna cry and go play some Super Mario Galaxy.
All right, can we get some prayers in chat for Fairy?
Yo.
All right, let's. What's up?
Was it? Nah, I did that on purpose. Go ahead.
I don't even know what I was gonna say anymore.
Go.
Prayers for me.
No prayers. Wow. All right. Do we want to do forest? I think we should do like a hard map. You know, make it interesting.
Yeah.
You know, we'll do a semi-hard map. We'll do Candyland. This isn't the worst. We'll play the worst next, but you know.
That's like Ping's permanent state.
True. I want to go as hard as we can, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
In the
I
game.
beg of you, game. Don't crash. Don't die. Don't have network errors, and don't somehow make my OBS kill itself.
Bro, my game just crashed. No, I'm
What's
just
up?
joking. Nothing.
I was gonna say. All right, everyone, let's enjoy this beautiful scenery for like 2 minutes.
And I actually have sound for the first time.
Oh,
Oh, that's good.
it says waiting for other players.
Oh,
Oh
we're
my
in.
god.
A message from We Hate Ping 2. Hi, and also a message from Danelle. Tell Jimmy to leave the
What?
sandwich out.
No,
No.
Wait,
no.
what sandwich? What?
Oh my!
I
was
have
I
no
suck.
idea what that means.
I was gonna say it. You ruined it.
Oh, well.
I suck. Holy shit.
What
It's
do you
okay, I didn't
suck?
laugh either way.
Jimmy, leave the sandwich
oh my
out.
God.
Oh. Okay.
What bullshit is this?
This game's bullshit.
Bro, I didn't
Double
take
bogey.
I didn't
Heck
take
yeah.
geometry in years. This is bullshit. Oh, I got it.
As a mathematician, I can confirm that geometry does not help.
Sounds like you just don't know enough.
Yes, you
Oh.
are correct.
Jimmy, you
I
suck.
hate
Giving
this
you
game.
suck.
I hate this game. Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna let him win. He'll win it all on his own, because he's the best.
If you feel bad for me, please let me win.
Heck yeah.
I don't feel that
Not
bad for
lost.
you.
I wouldn't feel bad for you. You
Yeah.
deserve this.
Exactly. You're the one that wants to
Thank you,
play this
thank you.
game.
True.
Please, please. Oh.
I spent
Yeah, you
150
organized
bucks on
this
the
shit.
Yeah.
You fucking deserve it.
Yeah. I spent 150 bucks on the DLC just to play with you, and you're complaining, man? Come on. Wait, this
Nah,
game's
Speaking
I-
of DLC,
Oh
I
shit.
love.
who is hyped for Mario Kart DLC?
I'm hyped.
I am, but I don't know if I'm buying it now.
Why?
Because it's going to be available to everybody regardless of whether or not you own it.
Wait,
What?
really?
Yeah, it's going to be available in online multiplayer lobbies regardless of whether or not you own it. I
Oh.
think it's just
Get out of here, Dino. Nah, I love you, Dino.
trials.
Yeah,
shit.
I'm gonna want it for time trials. So
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that.
Same.
Practicals
time trials
only?
are like the best part of the game, though.
I didn't touch them until today, so I guess we
What?
can agree to
Whoops,
disagree.
too hard.
How are you guys so good at this? It's bullshit.
Being
I
better than you
literally-
is not hard, Elliot. I'm sorry.
That is-
Oh yes, let's
Literally just flew
go.
out of bounds.
Ah!
That was a good point. Everyone,
Finally!
only think it. Only
You're
think
not
it
wrong.
knows my name. I'm Ethan, by the way.
I think I knew your name was Ethan.
Point. I was just gonna keep going with stuff.
Oh yeah, you knew my name was Ethan because my flatmate used my me.
Oh yeah. By the way, how do I put on push to talk with Discord? Because I feel bad talking to chat unmuted.
Have a constant mute
such-
thing on the forward
Ah!
slash
It's
slash
no-
straight line button underneath.
I don't see the. I don't see
Cock.
in the chat. I'm muted. And if
It
Bro,
just
this
becomes
game is
annoying trying to,
stupid.
like,
Oh,
talk
sorry.
to other people if you're talking and then you hear others also.
Oh, what's
Oh, I
up,
see.
guys? How's everyone doing? I'm just
Yeah, like
joking.
hearing 3 different people say "What's up?" and then talk in a specific manner to like their chat is just
oh, I see.
yeah.
Well, okay. What's up, guy?
What's up? Bro, this game is stupid. Can we restart?
You should really have that on like a soundboard somewhere. You said a lot.
Do I?
Yeah. Bro, this
Aw.
game is stupid.
I don't say it like that.
Oh, you do.
Who's saying what?
Usain Bolt.
So, bruh, this game is stupid.
The game's not stupid. Only the player is stupid.
Oh no, I'm hecka
Yeah.
stupid.
Not the game.
Oh, I'm not recording this, Ryan.
There's one thing
I-
university has taught me, as I am not as nearly as intelligent as I used to think I was.
This is this was Jimmy's idea. I actually didn't record this. Yeah. Do you want me to start recording now? I don't mind making it a video, but
You think he needs you for a little boost?
that was pretty
Yeah,
good.
Jimmy, you are unneeded.
I love you,
thanks.
Jimmy. You're needed.
My
thank you,
God.
Okay, I got a hole in two.
Unnecessary, bruv.
I don't call people bruv.
It's kind
The
of
only British thing I call people is wanker.
The
I love
worst
that word.
thing America ever did was try and co-op bruv, especially
I
in
love
like
bruv.
city areas.
Oh,
Nah, bam is what's
go.
So
up now.
bad.
Do we all get hole in twos?
Poor motherfucker. Thank you for the follow, Mr. Eli.
I finished 2 of a par.
that sounds awesome. Yeah, sure. You could even download it if you want. So I don't need to download it and then make you download it. You could download straight from the Twitch page, unless you would rather me download it. Press C. I don't need to. I'm too good at this game.
Oh, let's go.
Alright, roll me back down. Roll me. Fuck. I'm not getting a good angle.
We're gonna watch
Shit,
Ping's
shit,
perspective.
shit, bollocks.
I want to scream, but I won't.
Getting one under. We're getting one under. Love it.
Bro, like,
Oh, that's so
That's what the
unfortunate.
party was called.
bro, like.
Pong, are you fucking?
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Bro, this game is stupid.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this water is not water. There is no way.
Like, I'm trying to use geography, geometry.
Geometry.
whatever. Geometry.
So what you just did, don't do that again.
Thanks.
No problem.
All you got to do is go max speed at the big blue
Ah!
thing.
Is that in the map? Bro, okay.
No.
That's it. I'm
Hey,
done.
look to
Where's
your
the
right.
goddamn map? Okay, I see it.
There's a map button.
There's a map button. Yes, there is. How are you beating me? You don't know there's a map button, bro. Come on.
Because I got this game like a few minutes ago.
Well, you think I've been practicing for this? I have, and I suck.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nah, I haven't.
Oh.
Did it do it? Jared. I did do it, okay?
That's
9
gonna-
strokes. That's how long it takes me to have sex with your mother, Jared.
Dying strokes? What?
Winning. I'm sorry for her.
Yeah, after 9 strokes, I'm done. I'm sorry. I actually apologize every time.
Oh wow, I should have put a lot more stank on that.
Ah, you're an apologizer. I thought you'd be a crier.
I take turns.
I'm gonna put some stank on this.
Who
Put
says
some
that?
stank on my
Fuck,
fucking
never mind.
tongue? Oh my god.
You guys suck at this game.
I'm really trash. Shut the fuck up.
I have the most score, okay? So,
That's hole 8. That's
Yeah, you have the
wrong
most
hole.
points.
yeah, exactly. Wait, there's more? The hell? I thought that was the hole.
Oh yeah, bogey.
My brain's
Hole in
fucking
hole in
broken.
four. Hole in
I'm
four.
4 over.
Oh, Ping, that's
Trash.
unfortunate.
Oh wait, there's the par in the bottom right. I didn't even see that.
That was easy. I do suck.
What is my score? 29. I am.
Okay, cool, Ryan. Let me know.
Hold on.
What am I holding on to?
Your seat.
These nuts, yeah. I
Wait.
suck. I suck. I
Oh,
suck.
shit,
I
that's a
suck.
ramp.
I suck.
Actual
Ah!
nut joke I've ever fucking made in my life.
Damn.
Proud of myself.
Bro, like, it's a
Oh,
donut. Like, the hole is huge. Just go in the
Oh
hole.
my god.
That's what
Ah,
she
yes,
said.
Mr. Grinch. I don't look like Mr. Grinch. Please stop it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
How's your day going though?
He looks like Mrs. Grinch.
Shut up.
I'm joking.
I just
I know.
clicked
Oh my-
the,
Oh my god, I can't. I can't.
Oh,
I am a pee-pee head. Hey! Yo, what? You just hit me, bro.
Oh my god.
That hurted.
Oh,
I'm gonna hit you.
Damn.
I hit you.
Damn.
Go around. That's boring.
Oh no.
Hold
oh, no,
need
I'm not
flag.
safe.
Hit the ball, dummy.
Oh, let's go. That's actually kind of insane. Oh my god, let's go.
that was a very tsundere answer. Hit the ball, dummy.
You're kidding. You're kidding. You're kidding. You're kidding. This fucking game.
How am I getting achievements for missing? This game is stupid. I literally keep getting achievements on the bottom right corner. Stay on target. Stay on target. That's the achievement.
You don't need to go through the donut hole.
Yeah, don't. It's just gonna waste. He's gonna run out of shots anyway.
Oh, you guys
You
don't
can go
believe
up
me?
there.
Oh, there's 16 seconds? The hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could go around. Well, not me, apparently. Not to be mean, but you're bad. Thanks. I didn't realize until you said that in chat. Thanks, Timmy.
Oh,
It's fine.
Jimmy.
I am bad. No, Timmy, not Jimmy.
Wait, what way am I going?
Wait, what? Oh, this is the next one?
Alright,
Huh?
I'm back.
Oh, shit.
Wait, which way?
Cracked moves only.
Should I look at the
Alright.
map?
Never
What is
mind.
the map?
I suck.
What the hell? Huh?
Controls, keyboard. Key bindings, shoot. Ball spin?
What the fuck was that?
Oh,
There's
oh.
a jetpack?
I'm gonna go this way. Fuck it.
I can't find a map
Oh my
button.
god.
No,
Where
no, no,
the
no,
shit,
no, no, no,
huh?
no, 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 no! Ah!
Oh, fuck off. It's gonna lead me right to the end of the wall, and I can't. I got a bank shot back in.
Oh, you're the one that keeps calling him Grinch? He's such a troll. What is Jimmy's Twitch name? Can someone put it in chat? Bing bong, I'm gonna stream with ping pong, so I'm gonna say hi, beat Jimmy Ding Dong. What's up, gamer? How you doing? I'm sucking ass now, though.
Oh, never mind. I see it.
Suckle my dick!
Bro, this game's so easy.
Pong, you almost beat me.
I'm
I'll-
actually gonna lose now. Wow.
I
Just
got
like,
a par.
I
Oh,
got
you're
it.
fucking kidding.
I got lucky.
I know your name says your boy Jimmy, but because it says your boy Jimmy, I'm pretty sure you're an imposter.
True. Can we kick him
Wait.
out?
Don't vote me out, please, please, please.
Get him the fuck out of this lobby.
Oh no, no.
Oh, I'm winning.
Especially if he gets
I have
me
the most
closer to my
points.
score.
It's like if
I'm in
someone had
second, bro.
taken Jimmy and replaced.
Yeah, so small streamers. I made a new YouTube channel, and I basically once a week want to take clips from you guys and maybe one of mine per week, and make them into like a clips thing, you know. So, join that. Any streamer is welcome. Anyone with clips is welcome, or anyone who wants to put clips, you know. I think that could be cool. Okay, no one knows. What is Jimmy's stream?
I didn't know that.
Wait, you know what Jimmy's Twitch name is? You were on his page with the other We Hate Ping Pong account, Nathan. No? Suck mother.
Ugh.
All right.
Easy hole in 4.
You
God
got this
fucking
thing.
damn it.
Come on, Bing. You
4 in
got
a
it.
hole,
4 in a hole. That's quite a party.
right?
Oh, hole in 2, baby. Let's go.
I suck. I actually suck. I can't. Oh my god.
Okay, it's okay if you
Mm-hmm.
suck.
Well, it depends what you suck. If you suck in animals thingy, then it's
Oop.
like a bit, you know, illegal. But otherwise, I
Is it
think
illegal?
Yeah,
Good
it
point,
is
Pete,
illegal.
Good point.
I
Or
looked
is
it
it
up.
just legal enough?
I looked it up. It's illegal. Don't ask me why I looked it up.
Whoa.
Why did you hit me? Why did you hit me? Oh no.
You hit me, I think you'll find.
Your boy Jimmy.
I don't like birds, but I'll get birdies for days.
Doink, doink.
Take the
Good one,
shortcut.
good one,
Oh,
good one,
too
good one.
late. I
Now
don't
see,
know.
if I hadn't hit you, hole in one.
Wow, Pong. You
No.
are baby.
What?
No. Oh.
Let's go.
It actually cuffed you into a fucking.
Alright. Literally, if you go full power straight ahead on this hole, you'll go in. You'll go in.
Okay,
full
bet.
power straight ahead on every hole. You'll always get a hole.
Oh no! No!
True.
You
Why did
weren't
you tell me
straight.
that?
You
See,
weren't
Jimmy,
straight,
you didn't
man.
go full enough power.
No,
Listen,
no, no,
if you just played better, you would win. That's the solution.
What a good point.
True.
Yeah.
You just need to be straighter, Jimmy.
Whoa,
thanks,
it's 2022, bro.
First grade.
It's 2022.
Hey.
That's not very nice
I
of
reckon
you.
I'm the only person in this group with an LGBTQIA tag.
I have a Jewish tag.
That's true. So I'll make the gay jokes. You make the Jew jokes.
Whoa. You said
Well, you
Jew?
gonna drop a hard J like
Yeah.
that, brother?
How could you do that? That's messed up, bro.
Okay, what's the other way to say it?
Jewish person.
Person of Semitic descent, I believe.
I hate this game. Oh my god.
Jimmy has the most views out of all of you.
Interesting. It's actually terrible. Everyone on Jimmy's
I
stream, check out twitch.tv/upset Triscuit for more fun.
Actually, you should do that.
I got
You
you,
should
bro.
actually do that.
Slap my
It's
little
like-
cracker ass with it.
It's like look out who has the
That I
most
mean,
viewers.
Triscuit.
If you want to see a better player, just watch him.
You could talk about the most viewers. Like who has the most viewers? I have 2, and one of them is me.
I have my viewer count always
Like
off.
quadruple.
I have
Oh,
mine
that's
off
not-
too.
I'd have mine off if it wasn't important for my affiliate status.
Little Timmy TV, you kind of look like the Grinch though. Please stop it, guys. Fucking stop.
That's why they're there. 'Cause
Please,
don't give that
someone
reaction.
Someone make a paragraph in excruciating detail of exactly how Jimmy looks like the Grinch.
Oh, God, no.
I look like the Grinch. Go
Stop
another
it.
person. The third person today. The third person. Great. You know what? Haters gonna hate. I'm beautiful. Grinch or not.
Why is it a hater?
I think they're
It
from
might
my
not be a
chat. Sorry.
It's
might-
just
For the
the
Grinch.
hair. So, a new person. It's just the hair. I like my hair. Okay. It's new. I'm feeling myself. just stop.
You guys are
Trying
such
to feel the
trolls.
Grinch,
I
so
love
let
that.
him do it.
Yeah.
Bro, you
Fucking
should...
shit!
No.
No!
Enough. I love
Yo.
you, but fuck you.
I mean, if you want.
Fucking, oh my God, for the love of God. If I roll up, I'm gonna have a stroke. I'm gonna have a stroke. I'm gonna have a fucking stroke.
Jimmy,
What?
No,
Power.
no, no, no.
you should just... Oh my god. You should just change your... You should make a sub goal for dyeing your hair green.
Oh my god.
No,
my
just to go
fucking
along
God.
with it. No?
Grinchify Jimmy?
Okay.
My fucking god.
You need to do a hair redemption, and you need to do the fucking face paint too. You gotta find a friend that can do special effects
Okay.
makeup and make you look like Jim Carrey's Grinch.
Yeah, there you
Oh
go.
my god.
They call me horny all the time. You just gotta go with what they say, you
Go
know?
with it. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if you will bring up your OnlyFans every stream, people are gonna start
Listen,
talking.
I don't bring it up every stream, okay? Anymore. So Ethan191, first time viewer, you kind of look like the Grinch, Jimmy. Thanks, guys, I get it.
You guys need to eat
bro,
shit.
they're all my viewers, bro. They're legit all my viewers.
Viewers, alright.
They're very
Come on,
trolly.
dude.
I'm
Jesus
sorry.
Christ.
It's okay.
Ow, Jared.
it's not gamer.
I'm knocking you, pussy.
Let's not tell Gamer about this joke.
Pussy.
Horny PP. Are they LGBT pink? I think they are, yeah. Oh! Ah! Bro!
Let's go! Ah!
I mean, 6 of 3 is fine,
Oh!
right? I guess. I guess.
Double
Don't
bogey.
overshoot, babe. Don't
Heck
overshoot.
yeah.
Don't overshoot!
Oh, damn it.
I'm a genius.
I
thought
thought
bro.
the number in the bottom right was the whole number. It's just strokes.
Yeah.
Oh, I totally get it now.
Guys, how many
I'm in
strokes it
third.
takes you guys?
About 2.
Damn, that's fast.
Yeah, I'm pretty fast. What can I say?
What the hell just happened there?
Fast as fuck.
What's
Oh my fucking god.
Oh! Hole in one, baby! Let's go!
How did that happen?
You just gotta
Magic
rewatch
and wizardry.
Guys, I got a great shot. Watch this. No! Oh my god!
Suckle my clitoris, you motherfuckers.
it. At least you're honest, Nathan. Thanks for the hydrate. Yo, thanks for the sub, bro.
Well, you want honeysuckle?
Resident woman pleaser. Yes.
I'm the stooch here.
Suckle my clitoris, motherfucker.
Thank you for the sun. Thank you for the sub shadow. Ooh, ah. Nathan, we've been together for over a year, and your favorite streamer's Triscuit? Get out of here, bro. Unmod. Messed up. But it's
Oh my
okay.
god. Finally! Yes! Oh my god, that was kind of cracked. That was kind of cracked, though. Not gonna lie.
Wait,
do
what?
better.
What is this?
Just.
What
let me
the
just do
hell? What's going on?
Oh, you,
Yeah.
you landed in the water? Rip, ping.
When you land in the water, press the left mouse button to jump.
The hell? That was mad weird. All right, where do we go? Oh, this way?
I see that thing directly in front of you.
It's not directly. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Wait, watch this. Watch this. This is gonna be pro
Yeah.
strats. Pro strats. Oh! Oh! No!
What the
Congrats,
fuck?
man.
That was
That was
almost.
close.
Yeah, that was almost insane. I'll
That
take
was
it.
actually insane.
I'll take
I think
hard.
you may have the lowest score.
Yeah, I'm the best
I'm
player.
gonna ignore. I'm
What's
just
Jared
gonna ignore the
doing?
Grinch comments. Just gonna ignore it.
Oh,
You could.
Alright.
You could ban them. They're my viewers.
No,
I'll ban.
I'm not gonna ban him.
I'll ban them too if you want.
No. A view is a view.
Okay. Damn, Jared really sucks at this game.
Elliot,
Oh,
we're gonna have a fucking talk. Elliot, we're gonna have a fucking talk.
oh,
What? What
Jared
happened?
is.
Oh,
Jared
damn.
has like
Gonna
alcohol
rob
in him.
Rich in a video game.
Huh?
I wasn't winning ever.
This is where I make the comeback.
Goodness.
Are my viewers saying some shit? They're very big trolls.
Yeah, Call of Duty me out. I'm gonna go harass Pong now. I'll have fun doing that.
Stream
What?
5M
Oh, let
tonight.
me back in the map?
Oh, let's go.
Low. I need to get 5M.
On the conveyor? You piece of shit! I'm so fucking mad!
What are you doing? You can see.
Yeah, that's fine.
So if you want to see, watch the stream.
It can't be this bad. I can't.
You're my
I
one
can't.
viewer. Heck yeah.
You got this, Jared.
suck!
Sir?
You got this.
Okay.
Alright.
So I've learned now that my one viewer is apparently just my flatmate.
Bro.
Uh,
Bro, don't look at your viewer count.
I have to. I need
You don't
3 on
have
average
to.
to get one. I do.
How does looking at it improve your average?
Because yes,
Okay.
if I'm streaming below 3 viewers, I am actively
Ah!
distancing myself from my goal.
Jared, go in the middle. Or,
That's a good point.
Bro,
Bro,
Oh,
this
you made it. You made it.
this game is so hard.
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh.
what were you aiming at?
Bro, it's like
I'm actually really close to winning.
Actually?
let's go.
I just don't care anymore.
I am Angel. I
I'm
am.
2 behind Jared. Currently.
Oh, I still have my
Alright.
avatar state. Oops.
And because he's now gone 10 shots and I've done 3,
How you doing though, Shadow?
Let's go. Oh, that's unfortunate. Never mind.
Are you guys still playing? Oh, game's so easy.
It's so easy.
I am now in first. Oh, what is it that when I play games with you guys, I win?
We let you
Guys,
win because we
crack-
feel bad.
Cracked moves only.
Correct moves only. Okay.
Whoopsie daisies.
Thank you for all of the hype. It's not gonna stop me from
Ah!
uninstalling this fucking garbage game. Oh my
What?
god, I'm so salty. I can't even pretend I'm not. I am
Which way?
genuinely fucking pissed right
Which
now.
way is the
I don't give a fuck.
Bro, what the? Ah.
Lick my ball sack. Oh my god.
No!
Pretty please.
I would, but you're
Pretty
in
please.
America.
Go fuck your mother. Pretty please. Let me fuck her. Even better.
All right.
No, 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 no. You fucking cunt. That's it. I'm clapping your grandma's cheeks. It's fucking done. Sorry. Dig her up. I don't give a shit. It's
no.
over. I'm doing it.
I need you to move, Jared, 'cause I can't
I don't
go.
give a shit. Fuck you.
Jared, please move. Jared.
Push
no,
it,
no,
push it
no,
to
no.
the motherfucking limit.
No!
Bro, calm
Sorry,
down.
guys, sorry.
It's just
Sorry,
a
sorry,
video
sorry.
game.
Damn it, Jared.
Oh my god.
My god, this game is dog shit.
True.
Ping. This is too much.
What the hell is that? How am I stuck?
What
Oh.
nonsense is this?
Oh, I'm a genius.
Fucking god.
Ah, never mind.
Ping, where you suck like your stepsis?
Whoa, whoa,
Fucking god. Oh my
whoa.
fucking god.
I think it's
Would
really
you
hard
hurry
to fuck.
fucking all of them at once. Every mother on earth, I will fucking the same.
I do. Yeah, I
I
suck
don't
like my
care.
grandsis. My grandsis? Wait, what?
There's gotta be a way.
My,
Your
my,
grandsis?
my
Children,
stepsis.
holy
My
shit.
stepsis.
I'm doing so much child support.
Thanks for the hydrate. I am trash. So much rage. I love it.
That no one is safe. Fucking drowning in it.
Oh my god.
What?
No!
What is this bullshit? Yo,
Alright, we
I got
got
over
Oh my
100. Let's go.
Because Jared wasn't moving, I lost.
I won.
That's what I needed. That's what I needed. That's what I needed. I swear to God. I swear to God if I lost
So,
it.
so everyone, I think that was a little tame. I think we should take it up a notch. So we're gonna do a slightly harder map.
Okay,
And I
yeah,
hope you all enjoy it.
Are you good, my guy? Absolutely not. I've never been good in my life.
Okay,
Welcome in,
I'm gonna
Call of
take your
Duty.
guys' advice and hide my view account.
I've been
Excuse
hiding
me.
it since day one.
It's a good piece of advice. It just keeps you from being self-conscious about it, and you enjoy streaming a lot more.
Yep.
Oh,
True.
I was already having fun playing it.
All right, good luck,
Oh.
everyone. You're gonna need it.
Oh, fucking! I want to scream.
For affiliate, you
Uh,
need to try to stream around at the same time if you can. Every day. Excuse me.
Yeah, once I worked out
I
my
love that.
a good uni schedule, I'll do it.
Nice.
Hey, Jerry, go to hole in two.
Oh, there.
There we go.
This game is dumb.
Oh, dear.
Let's go.
Do we all get twos? Twos across the board?
Yeah, I got it too. I got it too.
Yeah, good job, good job.
Bro, I'm always winning, bro. Let's go.
Ping just can't stop winning.
Yeah.
So you see this like thing that's red? You want to aim for it, Ping.
Someone just
Oh,
died. I don't know if I want to aim for that.
It actually kind of helped me, low-key. Hole in two, let's go.
Let's go.
Bollocks.
Bollocks. That's so like British.
I once had someone tell me to stop
Thank you for
pretending
the
to be
bitch.
British.
I appreciate those. Corgo, appreciate that. I'm down. Bet. Meet you there.
I'm down
He was
bad.
like, he's like, dude, your accent is so fake. Just stop trying to be. And I was like, this is how I speak.
No, so close to a hole in one. Hole in two.
Now see, I thought the track at the bottom there was the one I was
I
aiming
was-
for. It just wasn't.
I need to see Ping attempt this. This is gonna be hilarious.
I'm gonna get it, bro. Oh, I just got 100. The hell does that mean? What? What just happened?
You're doing great. Good job, good job.
No, what? What just happened?
I try it again. I'm not sure.
I'm so confused.
Literally, where am I supposed to be aiming? I don't know, and I'm so close to not.
Do you get
Oh, it's
points?
Oh,
that.
I'm so confused, bro.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Bro, how does this
Right.
game work?
back.
This game is
Keep it up, Pig.
stupid.
That was fucking below me, and I could go to any hole. Yo, this is dumb as shit.
Huh?
I get it. I
Can
get
you
it.
fly?
There's a
hate this
jetpack.
What is it?
already.
Some flying bullshit?
Alright, you gotta click your mouse to fly, Pig. I'm sorry. I should have told
Yes,
you.
there's a jetpack, and I just realized that it exists. I avoided.
I see
the
he
jet-
has wings, but he doesn't do shit. Alright, I'm
Hold
trying.
your mouse, hold
hold
your
the
mouse
left
down.
Oh, bro, this game is so... Why doesn't it tell me?
It does.
It does.
Somehow dumber than me in that circumstance, and that is incredible. And
I
going to hold on
avoided
that.
the items because I thought they were obstacles.
Oh, it tells me. Yeah, I see it now. Okay. Left mouse click. Bottom left of the screen. Yeah, thanks. You told me after I screwed up.
But that's the best time to tell you, so they can pretend they knew all along.
True. It wasn't even on the left side.
Easy two.
Whoops.
Let's go!
I'm gonna get one.
All right.
Never mind.
Oh, that's bullshit. Like that.
Let's go.
Let's go where? Back to where you were?
Oh,
Jared, I'll
shit.
gift you a sub if you hit pink.
Oh, okay.
You're not gonna hit me. It doesn't even matter. Cause I'm already in, baby. Wait, am I? I'm already in. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, it's worms. I get it now.
Yeah.
I don't see the
Oh.
worms. Oh, there. Oh, I get it now too. Yeah. Why does it say
God.
spectating ping pong? Oh.
I'm so glad I'm not.
Where the
the
mom's at?
on
In
the
my
back.
pants. Literally already there.
Be careful with the bomb.
Cookie daisies.
All right. Thank you. Have you played this game before, Nathan?
Who? What?
Not you guys. I'm talking to my. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have muted. When you have 10,000 viewers, it's hard to ignore.
Oh yeah.
Nah.
Ah! The hell?
Especially after your first 100,000.
Wait, what?
All right.
Other 10 gotta be like really inconvenient.
Ooh.
Am I
Yeah.
cracked or
I'm
what?
going to fucking like, I'm just gonna video game my video
Bro,
game.
you
out of a
won
fucking
last
video game. My
time.
motherfucking video game,
Jared,
video
you
game.
won last time. What are you saying?
I'm going so over par. I want to lose my mind.
But you're still owning us.
I know,
Sorry.
but this Worms map is shit.
Ping is just
Fucking hate
rollerbanding
this.
everywhere.
I'm the best player here, bro. Watch this. Oh! Never mind. Yo.
Good job, Pink. Good job. Good job.
Bro, you sound like my mother, alright? I get it. I suck.
You want to have a deep voice?
Your mom sounds like the Grinch.
No, but she looks like one.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, wait, hold
I
on.
don't know where I was going with it. Bro, wait, do you want to hit the thing or you don't want to hit the thing? Guys, tell me.
Yes.
Don't hide it from me.
Oh, I was muted. What'd you say, Ping?
No, you hit it. I'll hit the thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I forgot about flying. Stupid ass game.
Alex.
What?
I suck. I suck. I suck. I suck. I suck.
You do.
Whoops.
Huh?
How
Yeah,
the
you
fuck do I do that?
What the hell? Wait, can you control where the oh, you can. Wait, you can control where it goes. What the hell? That's so OP. Never mind. I don't think that worked.
How do you control where it goes?
No,
like
you
with the
can't.
spin and whatnot.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh my fucking god!
Jimmy, you suck.
You're doing great, Ping. Good job. Good job.
I'm fine, bro.
My balls are on a cheese grater right now. I'm testing how
Oh
long
my
I can
God.
keep them there.
My mom is Jimmy, yes. What's up, Cortez? I watch
Your
lots of it,
mom,
and lots of
Jim.
people get soft lock. Ah. Thank you.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, 9 strokes.
That's kind of
I can't. I can't.
Did you
I
just
can't.
hit me?
I flat out can't. No, I just screwed myself. I'm getting 12 on this map. I can't.
Wow, 12? Wow, that sounds
Wait.
terrible.
I finished? Oh my god, I beat everyone.
I'm right back to where I started. Oh my god.
Wait,
I'm so
what?
garbage.
Where is it?
Jimmy,
Where
you
is
did
it?
Don't worry.
Where is it?
Brother, press fucking Y. Are
Oh,
you
it's right
looking-
here. It's right here.
Okay.
Wait, can you control it when he
I love
flies?
playing with you, Elliot.
Wait, can you control it when he flies? Ah! Oh, I got
Just-
it.
It flies in that direction. You can only control
Hover?
the flight.
Okay, okay.
Oh
OBS,
my
has
god.
OBS has a crash notification open.
I ran out of
it's like,
time.
hey.
Nice.
OBS has crashed, and I'm like,
Don't you need the jetpack? Yeah, I had it. My mom's the Grinch. I'm playing golf, yeah. Just had dinner. What'd you have for dinner? I'm playing with some other streamers right now.
Hate playing this. Glad you're enjoying it because I want to fucking scream.
all right, where is the hole? If I were the hole,
I'm
where would I
sorry.
go?
Where's the hole? Let me point it out for you.
Then my
All right, hand
butthole.
over. I'll show you where the hole is.
Oh, wait, shit.
Ooh.
Actually. Oh, wait. Fuck. I completely fucking screwed
You
myself.
suck,
I
Jared.
did too. Oh, I can hit
Hell
from
yeah,
here.
I know.
Oh, let's go.
I just rolled down the fucking hill.
I witnessed
Bollocks.
that.
Actually gonna
Ha,
lose it.
bollocks.
On
Sorry.
on the cusp. of losing.
Alright.
Come half of my British swearing. It's not
Ah!
like. It's not like anyone particularly takes offense when you go, ah, look, he said bollocks.
It might be annoying to hear. I don't know.
Not really. I mean, it was like, hey, yeah, these guys aren't British. It means I'm special.
Made a soybean paste stew. Yo, send a picture of that. That
Oh,
sounds
dear
cool.
God.
I'm
It's the
sorry,
map with the
Jared.
soft lock. I'm a good. I'm
It's
good
map.
though. I had a
I
lot of
hate this map.
vegetables, and it's easy to make. Nice. Which Mario Kart is better? Who knows?
I feel like it only gets slightly worse from here, but okay.
Don't worry, guys. It only gets slightly
Sure
worse
it is.
from here.
Where's the hole and not laugh, Sam?
Whoa. This is a long. What the hell? That's long. That's what she said, but not to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, bollocks.
Ah. Oh, bullets.
Oh, shit.
so you're not doing bad, Jared.
When spec, why would I press C? I'm too good at this game. I don't need to press no C.
Did I just hear myself say "oh bollocks" through one of your discords?
No, I said
Might
oh,
have, might have.
bullets.
Ping's British impression was just too good.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
Ha! You laugh at my pain every single time without fail.
Sorry, it's just funny.
Ping pong misters.
You'd be a big fan of You've Been Framed.
What is that?
It is a show where people send in videos of always just people falling over and hurt themselves, and then it gets on TV.
Oh, I don't like that.
Sounds
No,
like good
but-
React content.
Yeah. When people
It
fall
essentially
over,
is.
I feel
Oh
sad.
my god, it's actually just
I
React
hate this
content.
one. This is the worst one in the whole fucking game. I hate this one.
Yeah, if you suck ass, watch this.
What am I
Damn
watching?
it!
This is just watch Rolling Rock.
Apparently.
What the hell?
My God, I'm literally suction cupping out of a fucking cannon right now.
Oh,
Ah!
holy
What?
hand grenade.
I got hit!
What? I suck. I suck.
I'm just gonna fucking lose it. I'm gonna lose it. Blow me up. Blow me the fuck
Alright,
out of
how does the
Geometry,
ball spin
geometry,
work? I don't
geometry.
understand
It's
it.
geometry, bro. Come on.
It's simple,
this.
Jared.
Oh!
This and then go over! Go over
my-
more, you stupid fuck!
Oh.
Oh my God.
Oh,
This is so sad. This is so sad.
You move to see other people.
You
No?
absolute
That again,
fuckwit.
Chief. Thanks, brother. Thanks, brother, man. Appreciate you.
I'm gonna cry.
Ugh, it was Jared. Oh, that's it. I won, guys.
I get this
Oh,
fucking
let's go!
angle.
Let's go!
Nope.
Let's
nope.
go!
You actually got it.
Woo!
I'm feeling very Indiana Jones.
All right, this
This is dog shit.
This
I
game
hate
sucks.
Yeah,
this
This
Pink.
game
Pink, you
sucks.
got it.
Bro, I spent $15 on this. Come on, bro. Come on. What is this? It's actually much better than I expected. I'm not gonna lie.
Fucking get us in the fucking shot.
Oh, yeah, this game's
Get
fun.
us in the fucking shot.
This game's pretty fun.
Yeah, when you're winning.
Ah, shit. All games are fun when you're
Oh
winning.
my God. Oh my
True.
God. Oh my God.
So, the game of who can tolerate the most pain would be fun if you were winning.
Yeah.
True.
Any game.
You go
Oh
over the
my
edge,
God,
you go
that
over the
did
edge,
not
you go
just-
over
What
the
if I
edge.
go? You can't even go in. Why does it show like it's an entrance? It's bullshit.
I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna fucking lose my
What?
fucking mind.
This game is just. I went to the other map. Does that?
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
oh!
No way! That's so
brother, man.
correct! You can actually use that to your advantage!
No, I can't, cause the game ended.
How do I
damn.
add in?
That would've been cracked.
I'm gonna go fucking pee so hard it
But
cracks
yeah.
the porcelain. I'm so fucking mad right now. Oh my God.
Pretty
This is a
impressive.
stupid question. But if I just sat there and didn't do a single stroke, and then it ended the game, and it gave me a penalty of 2
This
strokes,
penalty, yeah. You're
would
probably.
it just give me 3 shots?
Better off literally doing nothing.
I don't know. Try it out.
Don't fucking tempt me.
No, I think I
kinda
can do
want.
this one.
I kind of want to do it. I'm not, but this one looks easier. So,
This one's a little easier.
bro, you like practiced all of this before challenging us.
And easy 4. I played it a few times.
Eagle!
go. Triscuit mad is funny.
That is true.
Yeah. Triscuit's always funny.
Oh, I'm hungry. I was thinking, why am I hungry as I haven't eaten?
Let's go.
Yeah. So what do you guys do today? I did my laundry.
I had the same exact. I gotta go get water. I had the same exact thing. Nostalgia aside, Mario Kart Deluxe is better. Same exact thing for me. Although I like, you know, the other one.
Ooh.
What is it today?
I did stuff.
I did too.
Right.
Yeah.
It was due in 3 days on
Say
Tuesday.
Jew? Bro, I'm right here. Just wait for me to leave before saying that. Damn.
Hello, Ping. Goodbye. Ping.
What the? Oh, you helped me. Thanks.
Oh, did I?
Didn't even say we started a new map.
Huh? Or don't you guys
How did I?
hate the Jew? Oh, what? Oh.
How did I get here?
I don't know. Oh, stop hitting me. You're helping me,
I'm
though.
actually helping
Yeah,
you.
you're helping
I'm
me.
helping. I just care about you too much. I want you to win. Oh, God,
Thanks,
fucking
bro.
damn it. Oh, my. I'm gonna.
Set myself further.
I
Oh,
saw
God.
that.
I briefly saw the flag and then shot past it at high speeds and came back to where I started.
I gotta go get I gotta go hydrate with water soon. Oh! Oh, never mind.
Double bogey.
Why did you shoot it so slow?
I don't know. I'll be right back. I gotta get water.
Alright. Have a good hydrate. 6, 9, so okay.
We have.
No, Nathan. I ate ping pong. I ate way too many spicy food. Just yelling all the time is not something I enjoy doing. I don't know if everyone else enjoys that. Oh, I'm sorry.
What is Shep?
I suck.
Is that a sheep?
That is a sheep. Don't hit it though, or else you'll like explode or something.
That's bullshit. Bro.
Okay,
Which
well that was
I'm
fun.
about to do.
shit.
Oh my god.
He
Oh
just
my
exploded.
God.
Oh.
Bad timing.
Alright.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's a sheep.
Oh! Never
Why
mind.
did I do that? Why? Why now?
Oh, thank God, something good
The
happened.
sheep, it
for once.
kind of just wanders. It can't. It like
Ah!
jumps all over the map and stuff.
Yo, the
No, I
sheep
know
just
that,
helped
I
me!
can't remember what it was called. Is it just called
Never
like
mind.
the golden sheep or something?
Oh.
Oh, sure.
I can't remember the name.
I have
yeah.
no idea.
Super sheep?
Oh God, oh God, oh God.
Bro,
The
like,
chef
sounds
of the day.
dumb as shit.
No!
Like what this game goes for. That's right, Pong. That's what you love.
I didn't. Wait, what did I do? Ah!
I think
Well,
you're watching me. Us Pong's still playing.
No, I won already. Yeah, I shouldn't do full power. You're right. I really like doing it. All right, I'm back.
Yeah, you got
Oh, there's
this, you
3
got this.
seconds. I'm not doing another shot, bro.
Never mind.
You're like a class bully, Jimmy. Like one of
Sorry,
those
yeah,
quiet
shut up.
class bullies.
Sorry, I'll stop.
No,
yeah,
I don't mind.
what do you guys think of my my new layout?
It looks pretty shit. No, I didn't say it yet. Of course you could say something. What's up?
That's so mean.
Too
Quality on your
easy,
channel
I
points
say.
words is so good. Aw. Thank you, bro.
Oh, that's some hot bullshit right there.
I did put some time into that. What? The hell? What?
Stop.
What is this?
Oh wow, I just came back to where I started. Well done. You are a fuckwit. And I can't get an item.
Bro, what?
Whoa. Nope.
Nice, Nathan.